everyone, it's Moonlight Mason. If you're here for your first time, know that I do a variety of content, as you can see by my channel. Please consider subscribing. It is optional. Leave a thumbs up if you like the video and do comment below. Now in this video, I want to talk about Kylie Jenner making the choice to quit Keeping Up with the Kardashians, supposedly because she is pregnant. No, I'm just kidding. That's not why. Supposedly, what they've told us is because of this drama between her former best friend, Jordyn Woods, and her sister's baby's daddy, Tristan Thompson. And because of that, they have told us that she is quitting. And that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about your power as a woman, where you are now with your power, who's around you, who's taken some of that power, and are we pointing the fingers at those who have taken our power, or are we pointing the finger at ourselves and how we are allowing our power to be taken from us? Now, I believe that Kylie Jenner doesn't realize, I believe two things, okay? Number one, we're gonna talk about her doesn't realize. She does not realize. We're gonna talk about that. And number two, we're gonna talk about the possibility, another possibility why she's quitting. Number one, there was that big drama between, her sister's baby daddy and her best friend's Jordyn Wood, and what that happened. And because of that, they're telling us that she quit the show. Now, the show pays her more than any of us can imagine in money. She may not need that. But I think it sends this message to us women that she's not aware of. And that message is allowing anyone, not just a man, but allowing someone to take your power from you. It's very, very important, because that happens to all of us. That's happened to me many times in my life when I've been involved in a relationship, and you kind of find yourself lost after a while because you've given up who you were, the timing of when you used to go to the gym, how you used to run your life. You voluntarily don't want to do that anymore because you want to hang out with this new guy, right, that you're in love with. But then after a while, you realize, I kind of got to get back to the gym, or I'd like to get back to who I was. I'd like a little bit of that to come back. So what she's not realizing is that she is allowing, it's really a trip. She's allowing Tristan Thompson the power to somehow rule this decision upon her. She has allowed the media, her public statements to be, I'm not going to be doing Keeping Up with the Kardashian because of this drama over here. But the truth is, you cannot allow this man, Tristan Thompson, to take away something of you. You cannot allow the man that you're supposedly in love with, and I'm talking to you, or the woman that you're in love with, to take something away from you. Now, maybe she's pregnant. There's that rumor going on there. So maybe there's so much going into this decision that we're not privy to. I'm sure there is. If she's pregnant, or if she's going through something else in her life. She's gone through some drama lately with her makeup line and everything else that's happened, that she may not feel emotionally fit to go on with the show right now. And that is different than saying, I'm not going to do it because of Tristan Thompson, and I'm going through all of this angst and all this, disappointment in my former friend and all of this. So let's talk about this a little bit, about being a woman and allowing our power to be taken away from us. I mean, this goes way, way back into our ancestors, where men and women had different roles and they were clearly defined. I'm not saying that, okay, look, my parents were married forever until, one of them died and then the other one died. But I mean, what I'm saying is they had clearly defined roles. It's not like that now, and I understand that. but they didn't have the issues and the problems that a lot of people have now when the woman has just as much power, maybe even more money than the man, right? And the kicker is this isn't even her man. That's the kicker to me. It's not even her man, right? That she's allowing this Tristan. How do you think Tristan feels? Not maybe like he feels it, but in the back of his head, it gives him power. Wow, I must be really powerful. Now all of a sudden, this girl's not doing that. That baby mama's doing that. I'm saying this. You know, I got more women after me. Think about it. Now, it's a lot of girls. I call them girls because they're not yet really a woman, right? They're girls who choose to give their power away when it's not to their benefit. That's what I'm talking about. I feel like getting into having children without being married, but I'm not going to get into that because the truth is if you've got a ton of money and you can support a child and you're single, let's just say you're single, right? I think that's really cool to go out and adopt a child or go and have a child if you really want a child. If you're with someone and it's a informed consent decision, both mommy and daddy want a baby, I think that's really cool. I also think it's totally cool if you were married. I know a lot of you are going to disagree with me, but when you're not married, it's easier to get out and it doesn't matter because then you can share, especially when you have money. It's a whole different story when you don't have money and you're out there giving your power away to all of the, to all of the men in the neighborhood, and you're getting pregnant, and you're having abortions, and you're messed up. That is a messed up way to live. Oh yes, I have 4 children from 4 different men, or 3 children from 3 different men. I'm not trying to judge you if that's happened to you. You made your decision. But I'm telling you that if you have children from different men, that makes no sense, and you've given some power away. You've given a lot of your life as a mother away to drama, to arguing, to being depressed, to crying. And that is one of the reasons why I don't have a relationship, is because every time I see someone I don't have a relationship because of what I've been through with my last relationship and the ones before that, and then I was married before that, and I'm like, I need a break. And this break has turned into over 10 years, and people don't understand it, but I do. I'm okay with it. I own my own power. I make my own choices, and my own decisions are all made for the better of me. The only ones I need to consider in my life are my 2 dogs, which I believe those are my children because I don't have kids, and I will not have children at this rate, nor do I want any kids. But they're my dogs, and I take care of my brother, and I have a sister that I love. And so the ones that are close to me and that I absolutely cherish, they are still not taking my power away. So you're looking at a woman who does have all of her power. If you feel like you have all of your power and you're not giving your power away to anyone, leave that comment below. I would love to hear from you. If you feel like you're stuck in a place that you're not happy and you're with a man who's taken all your power, it goes to extremes where the men are controlling. It could be passive aggressively, or they're, blatantly controlling you. You can't see your friends. You can't go here. You have to check in every time you go somewhere. And you're not happy, okay? That's when you have to think, what do you want? What do you want? Okay. It's so interesting because a couple of days ago, there was this woman who was just walking down the street, and there's this big, huge car accident, and one of the cars got on top of her and she died right on the spot. Boom, she died. Okay, a 60-year-old woman. I'm still having emotional, sorriness and emotional, thinking about her and just, I don't know her life. I don't know what she's done. My point is, I don't know where she's been. I don't know where she was going. She was a human being. And my point is, life is short. It can be taken away in the next second. We don't know. And in my heart, from woman to woman, or from woman to man, whoever is listening to me, I'm telling you that you are special and you need to know where you're going and what you want. And if you're going to being barefooted and, I don't know, in a lingerie and bending over with a thong and pulling something out of the oven for your man, if that's where you're going and you're happy with it and you like that, more power to you. You have to be happy. Only you know the answer to that question. Only you know if you're in the right place where you're supposed to be emotionally, physically, and mentally. If you're in the right place and anything is happening to you, I am not judging you. I would never judge two consensual adults where things are working just fine. I'm talking to you, the ones who are not happy, the ones who have given your power away, whether it is to a teacher, to a friend, whether it is that you're getting bullied. I was bullied, okay? So when I was bullied, I had no power. I had zero power, right? Now, around the corner here, I see a little 5-year-old that has a black belt. He's out there like with his grandfather, not his father. He's out there with his grandfather, and his grandfather is like teaching this child every single day. And I'm walking by, they do it out in the garage, and I'm walking by and I'm going, whoa. That child growing up, just because he has this martial arts, is going to have power. He's going to have some sort of power. And hopefully with this physical power will come a high self-esteem and a love of humankind, a kindness towards everyone. If you're in a relationship and you're not being treated kindly, Chloe said he loved me, but he didn't respect me. Oh man, that's really, he may love me, but he doesn't respect me. I don't see the difference. The reason she said he may love me is because she is convinced that Tristan loves her. He has convinced her that he loves her. But then she said, but he doesn't respect me. I don't get it. How do you love someone and not respect them? How do you love someone and not be monogamous? How do you love someone and spit in their face? It doesn't make sense to me. The longer that I am single, the clearer it is to me what true love is. And a lot of people, like my parents, were together for companionship or because one is taking care of the other like a caregiver. There are many, many relationships out there that you may be in that is taking your power to be who you are, the power to express who you are, the power to be loving to other human beings. There's many of us out there that is being taken away from us. But what we need to do is we need to switch our perspective. And it's not that it's being taken away from you. It's that you are allowing it to be taken away. What we forget is that that when you're in a relationship, you are in a volunteer. You have volunteered to be there. No one is forcing you to be there. I know that there are cases where you are being forced and held captive against your, against your wishes. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about relationships out there where either the man or the woman is losing their power. And I've seen a lot of women abuse their good man by cheating on them, by talking about them behind their back, by not respecting them, by talking about the size of their penis. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if you're in a loving relationship right now and you have the respect for your partner? You guys are married, you have children, or you've just been together for a long, long time, like Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. I don't know, and they're not married. Has you ever heard Goldie Hawn talk about Kurt Russell's the size of his ding dong? You see what I'm saying? This is a disrespect that women do all the time. Well, he was only, this big. Who cares? You're the one that was with him. It shows more on you than it does on him. It's the same thing with Tristan Thompson. He can do whatever he wants. That's his choice. If he wants to be with different women and have babies with different women, that's him, Chloe. But you're the one who's chosen to be with him, who's chosen to forgive him in the past. Or it might be you that I'm talking about, right? And a lot of times we say, oh, it's because of the kids. As soon as the kids grow up, I'm out of here, or something like that. A lot of times you feel that you can't get out because you don't have the funds. A lot of times it comes to money. He's the breadwinner. And, you may be living this really nice lifestyle, and you may be thinking, no, I can't because I don't want to go back to the way I used to be living and all that. And you know what? I crave that lifestyle. I want that lifestyle. I want to be able to go out there and fly first class. I want to be able to be on a yacht. I want to be able to have the car I want. I want all those things. I do. But I do not want them by giving my power away to some man. And just because some man is rich, like Donald Trump or something, I'm not going to say, yeah, I'm going with you, because you can give me all of these things. Because I am giving me. I'm giving the essence of who I am to whoever I spend my time with, whether it's a partner or, a relative or even just a friend. I hope this video has inspired you to look down deep and understand that you alone have the power to be happy, to show the world your true kindness, and to show the world who you really are. And if you get into a relationship where someone is taking your power away from you, you can't do it. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in my next video. Give it a thumbs up if you like